Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live, a show about radio for people who love radio from around the world. Welcome back to the show.
Everyone's watching to see what you do. Everyone's looking at you. Oh, everyone's wondering, will you come out tonight? Everyone's trying to get it right, get it right.
We've waited for it.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
It's Friday. A lot of stuff on this show today.
Everybody wants a new romance.
The Expedition Contest Calendar, special events, and a whole bunch more.
Everybody's going off the deep end. Everybody needs a second chance. Oh.
From the four winds of the world, wherever you're coming from, away we go. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Woohoo! Yep, it's January 21st, 2022. Happy Friday around the world to you. Thanks for coming. First one in, we get to acknowledge the folks first, and then we'll get into why we're here. Will Myers from the state of Wisconsin. That's 2 for 2. He did this. Congratulations, Will. First one in. Twice. Back-to-back days. I would get a winning lottery number and then share it with Larry. I think that works out well. Yeah, for both of us, actually. Yeah, pretty much. Happy Friday to you too, buddy. Gary Strong, Las Vegas, Nevada's in the house. Hi, Gary. Whiskey 9, Papa Yankee. I love Las Vegas, especially at night. It's just beautiful. Have you ever seen a live webcam of Vegas at night? Oh, man. Oh, man. I wonder the electric bill, right? Just, wow, unbelievable. But, Gary, thanks for coming and welcome. It's great to have you here today. John Stevens, Whiskey Bravo 4, Hotel Zulu Alpha. Hello. Happy Friday, John. Welcome. We're really grateful to see you today on the show. Thanks for coming. You made my day, my friend. Joe McConaughey. Hello, my friend. Good morning. How's Larry? Larry's getting ready to get these 11 stitches popped out of his face right here. That's what Larry's doing. That's why we're early today. I'm so ready to get those things out. You can't lay on a pillow, right? The earphone cups have to stay off of them because it hurts. Oh, man, stitches suck. They really do. They're awful. John Hummel Newell, Victor Echo 5, Juliet Hotel November. Welcome. Yep. Loverboy, a Canadian band. Indeed. Yep. I always liked Turn Me Loose. That was my favorite Loverboy song. Really was. But yeah, it's kind of like, you wonder if you play that song, people are going to go, oh, so you think you're pretty big, huh? Playing a song like that, Turn You Loose like you're cool or something. No! That's not me. You know that better than, should know that better than anybody by now. Skeeter, welcome back, brother. Good to see you. Hanging loose, and we'll say hello, brother, as they would do in Hawaii. Kilo 7, Tango Romeo Delta, welcome back. Happy Friday, buddy. Plasma Star, that's William. Hi, William. Jacksonville's in the house. Kilo Yankee 4, India Foxtrot. William, always a better show when you're here. Thanks for coming. Really, I mean that. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Ahmed Al-Azim is here. Hello and welcome to the show. I got to check this out because I don't know everything. I'll tell you every time I don't know everything. I'm good at that. I got to check this because this is a first timer and it's a real special first timer for me. So I want to make sure we get him right and get him honored because to me, this is a long ways he's coming and I don't want to get this wrong. So I want to say first, Ahmed, thank you for coming. This is, this is just a radio show about radio. It really is. We cover ham, we cover shortwave, we cover Citizens Band, we cover radio. We just have fun talking about radio. And to me, this is quite an honor to have you part of the show today. So I want to give you proper honor. That is Ahmed. He is coming from Kuwait, and we are grateful you are here, sir. Thank you, Ahmed. It was a prefix I didn't know, so I had to check. So there you go. That's what I was doing. Thank you for coming. It's an honor to have you. Wow, what a great day. Kevin, hello to you, my friend. I'm going to play a couple of your videos today. Kevin caught the CQ Calling Show yesterday on WRMI. And he showed the difference between using just a random wire antenna, the whip antenna that comes out of it's a Texan 2000, similar kind of the Eaton Grundig 700. It's kind of like that, but it's got better connectivity. So He has a really neat segment he sent me, and I want to share it with you about using antennas for shortwave. Thanks for doing that. I like that very much. Shortwave stuff is cool to me. And William, yeah, we're working for that weekend. Martin is here from Holland. Welcome. Papa Echo 9 Tango India Golf. He always listens at work. Thanks. That really is pretty honorable to me. So I appreciate that very, very much. And I'm glad you guys like this song. That's a fun song to play on a Friday. Daniel from New Hampshire. We have New England in the house. Hi, Daniel. Happy Friday, mate. Happy Friday, buddy. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope the weather gets better, too, because I've been watching. It's been pretty cold down there. It really has. Mark Taylor, Mark 7, Echo Sierra Sierra's here from the Great Britain continent. Welcome. Good to see you here from the UK, Mark. Hope things are going well for you, and I hope you have a good weekend, too. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You got to play the music, because he's here. From the German frontier, he makes every show a lot more fun. He has a giant barrel of WD-40, as well as a like button request. This is Gunter, DK5ONV from Germany. He's a dear friend of mine from the shores of the Rhine River. Gunter, welcome back to Ham Radio Live. It's always best when you're here, man. It always is. You know, there's a part of me that hurts for Gunter right now because it's cold. It's really cold in Germany, and he loves to work portable. He'll set up his spider beam mast outside, right, and he'll work, and he'll work, and he'll work DX. And guys like on the big gun net, you know, on 40 meters, they know him real well because he makes calls to them, even though he's working portable. They love to call him, and Gunter's missed out on that because of winter. And I feel bad for you, Gunter. Hang in there. Spring's coming. Spring's coming, buddy. It is. Yeah, early today. We're going to pull these stitches out, thankfully. Cliff Bolts, Virginia's here. Hi, Cliff. Whiskey Delta 4, Oscar Bravo Papa. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Tom joins us from Bahrain. We're going to feature a little bit of Tom today as well. He uses a antenna that maybe you haven't heard of. It's simple. It's like $80 plus shipping. It's just like a almost 37-foot long adjustable whip antenna. You just adjust it for wavelength and you start working. And he works at 85 watts and he works thousands of miles. I mean, he's Asia, Europe, North America, Australia, Africa. He works all over the world with it. And we're going to have Tom on an upcoming show on the 26th of February. Welcome, Tom, from Bahrain. Welcome. And Steve, Mike 7, India Whiskey Hotel, welcome to the show. It's good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming this evening on a Friday. Thank you. And yeah, we're at 1900 today, and I put it in the community section. If you ever want to know if the show's coming, typically, if there's a time change, it's on the community tab of this channel. I'll usually write it in the morning and let you know if it's going to be early or late. Just a precursor to let you know if you want to watch the shows live. So that'd be fun. Bill Carter. Hey, it's a first timer. Alpha Bravo 9, Quebec uniform. Welcome, Bill. Happy Friday. Thanks for coming to the show. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My man, he's back. It's Canuck WJG. His call sign Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Juliet X-Ray. Good day and hello to you up in Canada. Jacksonville, the other side, I think. Maybe it's like two sides of Jacksonville between William and Mike. I'm not sure. Kilo Delta Tours, the X-Ray Delta. Welcome to the shack. Welcome to everybody here. My gosh, Scruffy is here. That means Australia already. Wow. 3 continents. 4. We got Asia too, so 4. That's great. Scruffy, welcome. His call sign, Victor Kilo 5 Sierra Charlie Romeo. It's nice to have you, Scruffy. Happy Friday to you. Grateful that you're here. Truly are. Daniel, yeah, 16 degrees Fahrenheit, might put on a sweater. And that's how people are in the cold climates. For people in Florida, they wouldn't understand this, right? But when I lived in Minnesota, okay, it'd be like 20 below, okay? And then it would get to 0. And people would be out with like t-shirts or sweaters on because they were so used to colder weather that 0 felt good. It was just odd. So what you're saying, Daniel, it totally makes sense. It totally does. Yeah. Yeah, it's the way it is there. And don't forget, we've got a good one. I'm glad that William mentioned this. Next weekend is Winter Field Day. Now, don't confuse it with ARRL Field Day. They're 2 separate events. But it is next weekend. And we're going to talk about the contest calendar today, as well as the expeditions currently going on around the world and special events. Plus, some pretty cool stuff from people doing some great radio work around the world. I'd like to encourage you to get yourself a ham license. Really would. Contact someone like the Radio Amateurs of Canada. They're wonderful people. No matter where you are in the world, they can help you find a local radio club. Just contact them and let them know where you're at. They're going to send an email back to you with a local radio club to you that'll help you get your license. And then once you get your license, then really the learning begins. You learn to pass your test, and then you learn ham radio. That's really how it works. Find them at www.rac.ca. Hit the contact us bar, and they'll help you find a radio club close to you. Want to email the show? Please reach out to me at cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. We're on shortwave as well. CQ Calling is powered by ICOM for the love of ham radio. It's on Thursdays, Hawaii, South Pacific, Australia, New Zealand, and it's 0815 UTC at 7730 kilohertz, screaming signal into the South Pacific from Okeechobee. Man, that signal is on fire when they transmit it to the South Pacific. Listen on a web SDR sometime. Seriously, it's just phenomenal how strong that is. It really is. Also, Europe, North Africa, Middle East, Thursdays at 2015 UTC on 15770 kilohertz. And Friday, it'll be this afternoon here, but at 2115. So after this show is over, you can hear the CQ Calling show in Europe on 7780 kilohertz. North America has a show Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on 9395 kilohertz. And the Caribbean, Central and South America has a show on Thursdays at 8:15 Eastern on 9955 kilohertz. And that show also is simulcast on the WRMI stream at www.wrmi.net. Hams Helping Hams is working out really good, my friends. I mean, really, really good. Yep. People who need their first radios are getting radios. People who need tuners are getting tuners. We've got one gentleman left that needs a radio. And it's just, if you've got an HF sitting around gathering dust, or maybe it's in a box, you don't use it, but you'd like to help out a ham who is a senior citizen on a fixed income, and every time it gets close, something breaks and he can't fix, he can't get the HF rig. Let me know, okay? If you got something lying around, or you need gear, you're new to ham radio, and you'd like to help get a start, lift up by another ham, reach out to me at cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. That's cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. Remember, tomorrow, William Desjardins, Whiskey 1 Zulu Yankees coming to talk about building your own phased array vertical antennas. They're directional. You hear better, you transmit better, and you will be better at a ham radio operator using them. Absolutely. Tomorrow at 20 UTC. That's 8 in London, 3 in the Eastern time zone of North America. Noon Pacific. If you're in Australia, Eastern Australia, it'll start at 7 a.m. Next Saturday at 20 UTC, Brad Humphreys, Alpha Echo 4, Victor Juliet is going to talk about working FT8. Please join us for that. The following Saturday at 20 UTC, that's February 12th, Charlie from Red Summit RF in Arizona joins us. His call sign, November Juliet 7 Victor, is going to talk to us about great ways we can work portable in 2022. A great show. I hope you don't miss that. A way to take your radio out in the field and have some fun like Gunter does. And he's really good at it. So is Tom. They do wonderful work portable. Charlie's going to help us with that coming up on February 12th. The following week, Jeff Doran comes November Juliet 2 Union Sierra on the 19th of February at 20 UTC. He's going to talk to us about using a beverage antenna. Not only to help you listen on shortwave, but also on ham radio. Good stuff. And if you're an AM DX'er, oh man, this is a show you want to hear because he's going to help you listen and help you hear signals so much better. I want to thank Jeff for coming to the show here on that Saturday. Then Tom Poyard, our mate from Bahrain, who's here right now. Tom, his call sign US is Alpha Echo 1 Tango Papa in Bahrain, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. He's coming to talk to us about using just a very affordable adjustable whip antenna that you adjust up and down for wavelength. You set it, you use your antenna analyzer, make sure it's good for SWR, and then you just start making calls. He uses no ground radials. He just guides it at a convenient location, low on the whip, and he just makes calls. I mean, Tom has made calls from Bahrain to most of Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, and he's even got North Korea. No joke. Please join us 26th of February at 20 UTC. We have a question for today's show. What do you wish radios could do better? Okay, and this comes from yesterday's show. I'll be honest with you. It really does. It comes from yesterday's show. Squeaky chair. Sorry. Yesterday's show, we talked about radios, and I think it was Kevin, Kilo Zero Lima Kilo Bravo, who mentioned about the Texan 2000 and that it has a BNC connector for an antenna in the back, right? Well, what do you wish a radio could do better? Okay, for me personally, I wish a lot of shortwave radios had BNCs because it would make it so much easier took up a beverage antenna or a loop like a Welbrook ALA 1530LN, or perhaps you're going to use a long wire or a vertical or a dipole. I don't know why people in shortwave manufacturing don't put antennas that are the antennas you want to use to make that radio really work. That's my thing. So I'll just share that up front. I just wish they would think about that a little more. Let's catch up with your comments, and then we will get into the weather today, which is good, by the way. Good forecast today, and good for the weekend, too. So if you want to work some contests, it's good for the weekend and good to make contacts during the contesting this weekend. Let's catch up with everybody around the world, okay? First off, let's catch up with Gunther in Germany. My plan in like 4 to 5 more weeks to stay my first night outside joining the Big Gun Friendship Net. They're my family. Yep. And he's missed that because it's been winter in Germany. Gunther, I'm happy you're doing that. Send me a video once you get that done, please. Okay? Do that. I love the video because I want to be able to share it. That's good stuff. Mike also putting down lawn staples to the radios. Yeah, and you know what you'll find? You'll find that those radios are just going to go right down below the grass and you'll never have to worry about them. Even after the staple. I mean, I pulled my staples up a year ago. No problem. None at all. You'll be fine. You think you do, right? You think you're going to need them, and they're not bad ideas to start with when you first put ground radios down because they can be high in the grass a little bit. You don't want your lawnmower getting caught up because then your radio antenna is going to come slamming down. Bad idea. So I understand. Yeah, it's a good idea. Good idea. 45 unit. Welcome back. It's great to see you. Happy Friday, buddy. That's my shortwave mate right there. He caught me on WRMI when I did that first show in December. Gosh, it's great to see you. Thank you for coming. I mean that very much. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. William, just remember, Larry, I was born and raised in Oregon. I grew up in the cold. Then I moved to Buffalo, even colder. Boy, no kidding. That's true. Yeah, you did. You Gresham and Newburgh, and then you went east. Oof, yeah. Welcome, Ishmael from the little island of Dominica. Hi, Ish. Happy Friday. I guess this government's going to help them get an amplifier. Wow. Well, that's great. Well, let us know when you get that. That's great. Amplifiers are great, and they're really cool to have. And I remember when I was newer into ham, I thought, man, amplifier, got to get an amp, got to get more power, the Tim Allen principle. And it starts with an antenna. It just does. Make sure you have the best antenna you can. I would much rather have a great antenna than a full power amplifier every time, because the antenna does the heavy lifting, not the amp. And you'll find people also that aren't using amps, they can't call back to you. That's one bad thing I don't like about amps, to be honest. But congratulations. If your government's going to do it, man, that's big congrats. Big ups for you, man. Congratulations, Ish. Let us know when you get it, okay? That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Andy's joined us from the UK, 2 Echo 0, Romeo Echo Echo. Good evening to you in the UK. Injustice is here, all the way from Holland. Papa Alpha 0, Romeo November Hotel. Ian, good evening. Happy weekend to you there. It's good to see you. Ferdinando is back from Italy. Welcome, Ferdinando. Yesterday I blew it. I called you Fernando. I'm like going, oh, no. So it just goes to show you it's live, right? The show's live, and Larry makes a lot of mistakes. Ferdinando, a very happy Friday. Thank you for being here, and thanks for putting up with my mistakes yesterday. Man, oh man. Ferdinando's one of the nicest people. And I guess he's also getting a 10-meter 4-element Yagi and a TV antenna rotator. Ishmael and Dominica, congratulations. That's great. Most hams have to wait for that stuff. They have to save up and save up and save up. And then a bill comes in, you go, darn it, and save up until they finally get it. So I hope everything works out well for you there. I really do. Daniel with an answer to our question today, topic question. What do you wish radios could do better, right? What do you wish a radio could do better? It could be, like I said, a BNC connector for shortwave. It could be a filter. It could be a higher power transmitter. It could be anything. So what Daniel said today is, I wish HF radios in the U.S. had 3-way switches that allowed you to set your privileges, technician, general, or extra. Depending upon the switch, it would block transmit on forbidden frequencies. That's a brilliant idea, Daniel. That's a brilliant idea. Wow. Can you imagine? Because that would stop going out of band. That's a great idea. Some radios do have the settings where you can adjust it and not transmit, after a certain area or before a certain area. But if it was stock on radios, wow, brilliant idea. I think you got a winner there. Continent number 4. Welcome. VK Radio Ham is here. Hi, my friend. Victor Kilo 3 Golf Echo Kilo. It's so nice to see you. Happy Saturday there in Australia to you. And bring back summer, please. We're all ready for it here in the north, okay? It's been really tough. Bettendorf, Iowa, welcome to the show. That's Greg. Kilo Fox Zero Charlie Union Zulu. Good afternoon to you, Greg. I hope things are well for you there and that the family's well and everything good. William says, I'm planning on upgrading my HF rig to an FT891 from a G90. That's a big upgrade. You'll like it. That's a big, big upgrade. Absolutely. Yep. Michael is back from Baldwin Park, California. Michael 1212. Hello. Let's see. Everyone, Michael's here, so let's see them get them thumbs up, guys. Michael, thanks for the kind comment. It's nice to meet you. Baldwin Park, the home of In-N-Out Burger. And people in the U.S. know In-N-Out Burger, the story. That's where it all began back in 1948. Still family owned, too. I want to go to that restaurant, the one that's in Baldwin Park. That'd be a lot of fun. Mike says he's going to be a volunteer examiner at Hogan. We give exam before WFD begins. That's pretty cool. Martin Davies, welcome. Good to see you. Happy Friday, Martin. I wish most had a built-in power supply. And that's big. Yep. When I started in ham radio, right, I'm going, where's the plug? No, I didn't really. I had an idea of how it worked, but it was like, why? But, DC, it's because they work on DC. And I get it, but a lot of radios have built-in power supplies, so why can't they just do that? Martin says, I wish most had a built-in power supply and an ATU that would handle more than 3-to-1 mismatch. Besides that, Martin, he says, welcome from Wales, Mike Whiskey Zero, Charlie November Delta. Martin, that's a very good comment. Very good comment. Yeah. So you get a lot there, right? You don't have to buy a power supply, okay? You've got an ATU that's going to handle a little bigger mismatch than 3-to-1. Okay, and I know like the Elecraft rigs will do that. They'll handle like a 10-to-1 on some bands and 5-to-1. I think it's 5-to-1 on 160 and 10. And I believe it is 10-to-1 on the bands in between. But I mean, you pay extra for it too, and the radios could be quite pricey. But yeah, that's a nice combo. I like to have both too. That's a nice, I like that comment. That's a really good one. Let me see here. What we got? Gunter, I wish there'd be more radios who are able to wash up dishes and mopping my floor. Wow. Okay. There we go. William in Jacksonville. I wish radios would filter out the QRM better. My noise floor at home is so bad I can't even use FT8. Ooh, boy, that's tough. If you know where the QRM's coming from, if it's coming from someplace, there are some good products. The MFJ 1026 works well for me as an RFI isolator. You just put the phased antenna between the source of the noise and your ham radio antenna, and it works great. It really does. If you know where it's coming from. But if you don't, that's tough. Yeah, but that's a good comment. Thank you, William. Let's get in the weather today. Powered by ICOM, it's a good forecast. Here is your A1A. Got some sunspots there, north and south. Backside of the sun, look at that. We've got 5 sunspot regions. They're still surviving. Maybe they'll make it back to the front of the sun. Sunspots don't just stay there because they're plasma. They kind of, grow and then they disappear. So we'll see if they make it all the way back. Coronal home map. Now look at this, 46 and 45. They are faced towards Earth, but currently solar stability is not bad. That M5.5 flare was on the edge of the sun, and it should not hurt our propagation. Look at the K index all the way down to K2. Quiet conditions now for the first time in a few days. This is good. Yesterday it started, then it came down very beginning of the day, UTC, and this has stayed between K1, K2, and K0. So good noise floors for you to work the bands. Current conditions on a Boulder SFI of 99, solar numbers at 60, A index down to 5. This is a great forecast, guys. K is 2. BZ latitude is the only issue. It's minus 3.8. And keep in mind, it's winter, okay? The sun's south pole is pointed more towards the sun. So we're going to get more negative BZ latitudes this time of year. It's just the way the Earth is pointed. But those solar winds only 433.4 kilometers per second. It's not bad. HF conditions. It shows 80 through 10. I think we get 12 today. We'll find out. I've heard 12 work, and it seems to be okay here in North America. Your ham and shortwave forecast for today, powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham and shortwave radio. Your daytime voice, 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. In the Northern Hemisphere, 10-meter openings will be spotty. They're not going to be all day. They'll be maybe for a few minutes to 20, maybe 30, and then they'll probably fade back out in the distance, and they may come back again during the daytime. Your south and equatorial latitudes, you should get all of it, 20, 17, 15, 12, and the 10-meter openings. CB radio skip. You should have CB, no problem. CB on 11 meters should be fine in the south and mid latitudes. Sorry, I'm looking for something here. So south and mid latitudes, you're fine. No problem with CB in the mid and south. In the north, 11 meters is a pretty big stretch right now. It's not, it just isn't there, okay? Your nighttime handband openings, 160, 80, 75, 60, 40, 30, but your best DX in the north will be on 40 and 80 meters. Great calls out of Europe all the way throughout Asia going on right now. And same way with North America. When nighttime comes, same thing. I had the Kilo Charlie 2 golf map, but it was an older one. I didn't want to bring it up on the screen. Best DX, again, 40 and 80 in the north. If you're in the south, 20 meters, it'll run about 90 minutes past sunset. Keep in mind, 20 and 17 are great at gray line. You make such great calls at gray line. Don't lose it. But remember, it comes up like a wave. You'll hear it real big, and then it'll start to disappear. Catch the wave while it's there. Shortwave bands during the day, 31, 25, 22 in the 19-meter bands. Shortwave nighttime listeners, 120, 90, 75, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, 22, and 100% chance of the 19-meter band open in the mid and south latitudes. So about, I'd say, 90 minutes now after sunset. And the signals fade away. It's just starting to turn now. The sun is starting to come north again. So 19 meters isn't going to stay open as long as it did maybe a week ago in the south, but you'll still get 19 at night. So there's your forecast. Turn your radios on this weekend, please. It's going to be good conditions. Yeah, it's one of the most stable forecasts we've had in a while. Let's catch up with your forecast, and we'll get into the Expedition contest calendar and all of that. So we'll see how things go. Let's see. Kevin from the UK, Mike Zero, Mike Charlie Lima. I wish more radios or radio software applications were compatible with Mac rather than just Windows 10. As a Mac user, I agree. Yeah, I agree. It would be better if they were Mac compatible too. I think there's a growing number of Mac users now, and it's kind of time to maybe open it up a little bit. Good comment, Kevin. Thank you. That's a good comment from the UK. Yep, I agree. Michael from California. Oh, Larry, when you get to In-N-Out, try the animal fries. Okay, back to radio. I've had the animal fries, and the animal fries, they have like this sauce, right? They're kind of like Thousand Island dressing sauce. Plus they have cheese, plus they have grilled onions, and it's just a little too heavy for me now. Yeah, but I do the double with fries and a Neapolitan shake. And Neapolitan shakes are so cool because when they make them, right, they go in the old-fashioned shake machines. And like if you look at it down straight, it's no kidding. It's a third chocolate, a third vanilla, and a third strawberry. And it's just like in these triangles. I don't know how they do it, but it's brilliant. Love In-N-Out. In-N-Out. Love In-N-Out burger. Okay. Skeeter, more antenna jacks, but an antenna switch will work for now. Yeah, it's nice to have more connectivity, isn't it? A receive antenna is so important. It really is. And I scream about that because I was shortwave for so long. And man, if you don't have a good antenna, you can't hear the signals. So I really wish more radios had more receive antennas. William says, I live on the 5th floor, so I can't really do much for antennas except for a balcony antenna. I need to make a mag loop. Yep, that'll be helpful for you. Absolutely. Yeah. Or take your radio on the road a little bit. Not too far. Go to a park like Mike does. Man, you could have so much fun with an adjustable whip antenna or maybe a different kind of antenna and then have a battery. Man, you'll have a ball with that thing. I mean, it'll be just like sitting at home. It's the same thing. Man, you'll have a ball, William. You will. Tom in Bahrain, it would be nice if radios could identify what modes are being received like Olivia, Contessa, RTTY, Hellschreiber, JS8, PSK31, etc. So you know how to decode or receive, what the interface to set up that is. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Right? If there was a way that when you receive a certain mode, I think what he's talking about is your radio would identify the mode, right? Kind of like FM stations when they're on FM digital and they'll say, FM 1 or 2 or 3, but it tells you what it is. That's a great idea, Tom. That really is for digital modes. I like that. If they had some kind of an encoder signal that went out over all of that to tell the radio what it is, the radio then told you what it is, man, you could decode that stuff. That's a great comment. Tom always thinks outside the box. What a great comment. William from Wisconsin. I like the built-in power supply idea, but my power supply is bigger and weighs a lot more than my ICOM 7300. Yeah, mine too. Yeah. I have a Astron 35 down here. It's a linear and it's heavy. It's very heavy. So I understand, William. And a good comment too. Thank you for your comment. Thank you. Michael says, hello, guys, gentlemen, and women. If any women are here, give Larry that thumbs up. It helps him grow. That's very nice. Michael, thank you. I appreciate it. And I just am an old radio guy that does a show about radio. And that's the truth. And I tell you guys that a lot, not because I'm trying to convince you, but because it's the truth. I just love radio, period. And it's fun to share your passion with somebody else, isn't it? Isn't it fun to be able to talk together about this? Every day, just about every day we do this show. It's a lot of fun. William, I think the source of the RFI is in the building I'm in. It's much like a Faraday cage, concrete and iron rebar. Yes, yes. Man, seriously, take your radio on the road. You'll have a ball with it. You really will. I don't think enough people really think to do that. Hang on a second, just a second. Okay, this channel is about helping people. And down below, I have my go bag for going on the road. This battery has worked great for me. It's called BioNO. It's a BioNO battery, and it's been fantastic. 12 volts, 20 amp hours. This works the 7300, the FTDX 10. It's a little small for the 7610, and I really wouldn't want to take the 7610 out of here. But if you've got a small radio, let's say it's a 7300, okay? It could be a 7100, might be a 991A, could be an FTDX 10, something smaller, a 590 SG, right? Something without all the screens and all the stuff, not necessarily huge. This battery will work great for you. You just charge it up at home or use solar panels like I do, and it charges up in about 8 hours, and you get about, I'd say 6 or 7 out of this thing at full power. So, seriously, think about this. William, it will help you stay on the air. It really will, because you can then go to a place with a modest antenna set up, and that usually takes me 15 minutes to set up portable. You get your feed line, because everything's in a go bag, your feed line, adjustable antenna, and you're up and running, and you're making calls a long ways with that. Just a thought. Try and help people. The best I can. And I'm not perfect, guys. I'm not. It's just my idea. That's all. Steve from the UK, Mike 7, India Whiskey Hotel. Good if radios had USB port. Plug in one cable and get audio cap PTT done. USB would be great on a lot of products in ham radio. Absolutely. Yep. Good comment, Steve. Agreed. Yep. Daniel in New Hampshire. Steve in the UK, I'm convinced at this point that the radios don't have USB connectivity because they want to sell external modules. You know what? There's probably more truth to that than you think, really. And Wolf River coil. The Wolf River coil is a fantastic antenna. Very good, William. That's good. Keep it up. That's a great antenna. Good. Yep. Michael, I got to put you on the payroll. If I only had one. Daniel, one day I hope to upgrade to a linear amplifier for my current method of screaming really loud in the microphone and dodging the things my wife throws at me. Speaking of dodging, today we have a really cool sign off, and I hope it doesn't get zapped by YouTube. If it does, I'll almost feel the show's ruined. Many of you might not know, but I'm a huge baseball fan. I love baseball. Love the history. Okay. Love following it. It's a fun sport. I wish the owners and the players could come to an agreement. That'd be kind of nice. But the point is, I love baseball, right? And we're going to play today, instead of the sign off, Dodgers legendary broadcaster Vin Scully, who was such a wonderful voice in baseball. He just had that voice that could weave a story, right? And you could, as you listen to the game, and I'm not a huge Dodger fan, but the guy's talented, and I loved him. And we're going to play his final sign-off. And interestingly enough, he grew up a Giants fan when the Giants and Dodgers were both still in New York, right? New York Giants, and then you had the San Francisco Giants, which were at that point, they were the They were the New York Giants and then the Brooklyn Dodgers. Okay. Both moved west at the same time. And Scully, who grew up a Giants fan, ended up working for the Dodgers as a very, very young man. We're going to have his final sign off. And strangely enough, it was from San Francisco's ballpark. And it was just poetic. It was just so poetic. I hope you enjoy that sign off. It'll be fun. Let's see. William says, I have two Milady 16 amp batteries, my G90, my WRC, Wolfer River coil. There's a park 4 blocks away that I go to. No one is ever there. That's good. That's good. See, when Tom works portable, right? Tom, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey, his problem is he has people that come up and harass him. No kidding. He's had the police called on him and stuff. Man, tough times. I can't imagine. Can't imagine. All right, so let's go. Gunter loves the Dodgers and the Lakers. Well, you're going to love this. And William sounds like Harry Carey. I don't know. I don't think so. Harry Carey is more like, Harry, you didn't know if Harry was really lucid or not. And I'm a humongous Chicago Cubs fan, right? So you're talking to a big Cubs fan. But Harry would come on, he'd like, this guy's name is Kazuski. Let's try and say that backwards, Steve. No. And he would do it, Does Kazuski backwards sound like it was bad. Sorry for that segment. If you've lost the show, please come back. Harry Carey. He was an interesting dude. He really was. But Vin Scully was just very soft-voiced, weaved a story. Brilliant. Just brilliant. Still alive, too. He's a really amazing guy. I really hope that we can keep the sign-off as part of the show. Let's take a look at the DXpedition calendar for this week. DXpeditions this week are pretty big, actually. Going through the 22nd, Senegal, 6 Whiskey 7s being done by Fox 6, Hotel Mike Juliet as 6 Whiskey 7, Fox 6, Hotel Mike Juliet, 40 to 10 meters. He's going to do Morse code and sideband. He's digital and, dipole and holiday operation. So you're going to hit and miss with this guy, but listen for the call sign, 6 Whiskey 7, slant, Fox 6, Hotel Mike Juliet. Going through February 6, Saint Martin, that's Papa Juliet 7. They're using Logbook of the World to QSO with that. It's being done by Victor Alpha 3. QSL as Papa Juliet 7, Victor Alpha 3, QSL for Mile on the Air, North America 105. 40 to 6 meter doing Morse code and sideband plus some digital work there. Montserrat, Victor Papa 2, Mike Delta Foxtrot. It's being done by Whiskey 2, Alpha Papa Foxtrot, 80 to 10, Morse code and sideband. 100 watts using buddy pole and a hex beam and a delta loop. This could be something you could work, folks. He's got good antennas. That's a good sign. Look for the call sign, Victor Papa 2, Mike Delta Foxtrot. Kenya, this is a hard one to get. Only through January 27th. Call sign, 5 Zulu 4. It's being done by a multitude of hams here, but I'll give you the information. Hotel Bravo 9 digital signal processing as 5 Zulu 4 slant, Hotel Bravo 9 digital signal processing from Malindi. 20, 15, and 10 meters. Sideband FT8. That's where it is. Kenya. Good call. Try and make it. St. Lucia. Juliet 68. Hotel Zulu. Being done by Kilo 9 Hotel Zulu. Kilo 8 Sierra Delta. Grand Piton. That's where they're working out of. 160 to 2 meters on this one. CW. Sideband FT8 FM. And that's pretty good to get from St. Lucia. What a tough place to get stuck at, right? You're stuck in St. Lucia in the winter. Guadeloupe by Fox 6, Quebec Juliet Sierra. It's being done by a whole bunch of hams from all over the world. And they're going to be running HF, CW, SSB, radio teletype, and FT8. They've got 2 stations. They're really working 24 hours a day. So take a look for Guadeloupe. Call sign Tango Oscar 6 Sierra. Tango Oscar 6 Sierra. Mauritius just began. And this is a good one. 3 Bravo 8 Hotel. It's being done by Hotel Bravo 8 Delta November Golf out of Parabre, 80 to 2 meters. Again, working Morse code, PSK, RIDI, some sideband, and some daily FM. The time they're looking at is about around 1800 Zulu when they're going to be working. They have not yet specified an end date for that. I'm going to keep Aruba up here because it starts on Monday.
Aruba Papa 4, being done by Delta Lima 4 Mike as Papa 4 slant Delta Lima 4 Mike. Going to be on the HF bands, but focusing on the low bands and the work bands, okay? CW FT8 sideband. Now, for people that don't know the work bands, those are the ones we don't normally see on contests, okay? That's going to be on, say, for example, 60 meters. It will be on 17 meters. It's going to be on 12 meters. The bands we don't normally see contesting on. So you might be able to make that call. Again, Aruba Papa 4 being done by a wonderful German ham. It's pretty cool. Special event station calendar. Here we go. Starting up through the 24th, Whiskey 2 Fly. Okay, and this is a great call. It's to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the 8th Air Force special event. They're celebrating all over the bands. They're on 160 at 1.9 megahertz, on 80 at 3.850, on 40 at 7.180, and on 20 at 14.250. So you've got 160, 80, 40, and 20, all of it SSB. Silent Key Memorial Weekend is this weekend. Kilo 5 Delta, slant Kilo Fox 5 Union Papa Charlie out of Alice, Texas. They're going to be working on SSB 14265 on 20. On 80 meters, at 40 meters, they'll be at 7.265. Also on special events, we have the MRAC 105th anniversary. Yep, W9 Radio Hotel at Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 7.250, 14.250, and up on 2 meters at 145.390 if you want to work this special event. They're also going to be HF, VHF, and Wires X. So folks on Wires X, you can work this one. Quartz Fest, this is one we talked about yesterday out of Arizona. They're trying to make the longest calls possible. Special event call sign is Whiskey 7 Quebec. It's out of San Luis, Arizona, being done out of the Sonoran Desert. Okay, plus or minus 20 kilohertz. Look at them about 7.277. I know that messes up people in Europe because it's off their band, but they're on 20 at 14.285 plus or minus 20. They're going to be on 10 meters if it's open at 28.415, and on 20, 14.076 doing CW, 7.074 doing CW, and on 10 meters at 28.074 doing CW. Being done at Kirkland, Arizona. Work that one if you can. Hadrian's Wall 1900 Festival. Now, there's two of these coming out of the UK, all right? Hadrian's Wall Partnership, 14.2, 7.15, 145.3, and 21.3. You can QSL Logbook of the World in England, two special event stations, Golf Bravo 1900 Hotel Alpha and Golf Bravo 1900 Hotel Whiskey, running throughout the year in 2022 to commemorate 1900 years since the building of Hadrian's Wall, the northern frontier of the mighty Roman Empire. You want more information about this, you can find it on the RSGB website. The second one, special event station from the RSGB, Golf Bravo 1900 HA, will be on the air from the 24th of January to the 23rd of December. So there is your information on that. Also, members of the SSAB Raw Amateur Radio Club are operational as special event station Oscar Foxtrot 6, Oscar Romeo from Pajoki until the 1st of March to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the start of the construction of the, I'm not going to say it right, the Ruachuki Steel Mill. I hope I said that right. Ruachuki Steel Mill. QSL Direct by Oscar Hotel 8 Delta Romeo. DX News out of the RSGB. Matthias Delta Kilo 4 Mike November going to be active from Aruba as Papa 4 slant Delta Limo 4 Mike from today until the 1st of February. It's going to focus on the work bands as we talked about, CW, FT8, SSB. You can QSL by Delta Lima 4 Mike. Thomas Delta Lima 1 Tango Papa Alpha, another German ham, soon be active as 8 Quebec 7 Tango Papa from Ra Atoll in the Maldives. How about that? Okay, now Thomas is going to be running very low power on the 20th and 10 meters and be on the air until the 29th of February, QSL via his home call, Delta Lima 1 Tango Papa Alpha. Again, that's a good one to get, Maldives. ROG, Lima Bravo 3 Romeo Echo will be on the air on Morse code from the Svalbard Club Station. Yep, Svalbard is back. Juliet Whiskey 5 Echo from the 28th of January to the 30th of January.
This is Lima Bravo 3 Romeo Echo. Look for him on CW from Svalbard. That's a good one to get. Paul 3 Bravo 8 Hotel Echo Slant Golf 8 Alpha Foxtrot Charlie will be operational from Perry Bear on the north coast of Martus Island till early April. Activity will be mostly daytime, principally on 40 meters and 20 meter SSB, with maybe some 10 meter and 6 meter when propagation permits. Also, look for Yankee Charlie 5 Yankee Charlie. That's a great call, isn't it? That's easy to remember. Yankee Charlie 5 Yankee Charlie Slant 7 today and tomorrow, where Echo Alpha 7 Foxtrot Tango Radio will be operating from Calamaran, Borneo Island. Now that's going to be a good one. You want Borneo. There you go. Activity will be HF, sideband, and digital modes. So you want Borneo. There's one from you out of the RSUB. I believe we've got this one already, so that one's good. Contest calendar for this week. You can see there's kind of a wide variety of stuff before Field Day for wintertime comes next week when the bands will be screaming with people. But this week is the North American QSO party on sideband, and we'll get to that. If you're a Morse code person, the Marconi Club ARI Loano QSL Party Day comes up tomorrow from 0700 Zulu to 1800 Zulu. It's going to be Morse code worldwide. They're going to be only on 80, 40, and 20. Also, remember, take a look here. SWL class, if you pick this up, you can work this contest. This is pretty sweet for SWL people. Shortwave people, this is good. So look for the shortwave, look on the bands, 80, 40, 20 from Morse code from the Marconi Club. This will be fun to be able to work if you can. Also, the RSGB AFS contest. Sideband, 1300 Zulu to 1700 Zulu tomorrow. It'll be SSB on 40 and 80 meters. High power, of course, 400 watts. Medium power is 100. Low power is 10. Exchange is signal report plus serial number. 1 point per QSO. It's only a 4-hour contest, but it's coming out of England. I hope you enjoy it. Next one is a big one for us here in North America, the North American Sideband QSO Party. Yeah, it's always big every year. 1800 Zulu tomorrow through 0559 Zulu on the 23rd. It is sideband only, 160, 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10. Single, multi-2, and you can see the whole bunch of classes there. Low power is 100 watts or less. QRP is 5 watts or less, and that is the North American QSO party. The band's going to be stacked this weekend. Also, the North America Collegiate Championship SSB contest is going on. Same time North American QSO party. Wow. I mean, it's going to be crazy this weekend on the bands. 160, 80, 40, 20, 15 meters. You can only work 12 hours on this contest, maximum. So 12 hours total. Runs from 1800 Zulu on the 22nd to 0559 Zulu on the 23rd. Low power is 100 watts. Your exchange is your name plus state, province, or country. And you can work stations once per band. Finally, the Australia Day contest is coming. Yep. That's good. So we'll just play this now. Let the kookaburras do all the work for us. Okay, that's enough. Australia Day contest, 2200 Zulu, January 25th. Remember, this is the 25th through 10 Zulu on the 26th. VK, ZL, and Papa 2. This is going to be a Morse code and sideband. 160, 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10, plus VHF and UHF. Signal report is going to be your signal report plus number of years licensed. You can work stations on this, by the way, once every 3 hours. If you want more information on this, find it on the Wireless Institute of Australia website. There's your contest calendar, your DXpeditions, and your special events. Wow. That's a lot. Somebody snuck in behind me here. Who is that? Jasper. Jasper's right back behind me. Welcome back to the show. Okay, let me catch up with your comments that were probably about, 20 minutes ago. So I apologize for talking so long, but there's a lot of information for you this week. So I hope that you guys were patient. So thanks for your patience. Gunter said, I had the cops come in to inspect me quite a few times working out in the wild. People seeing me with camouflage pants on. I think I'm from Russian Secret Service. No way. That's funny. Michael says, need to get my Cobra in my truck on 38 sideband. Dude, we'll work together. I've got a radio right here. I got that CB right there. Let's do it. Let's do it, Mike. That'll be fun. That'd be so much fun. Tom in Bahrain, my dad walks lightly as a Yankees fan in the land of Red Sox. Oops, this is a radio show. No, we can talk baseball. It's okay. I just wish they'd come to an agreement so we could start having some free agents and talk about spring training soon. That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Yep. Plasma, he's a Yankee fan. That's great. We're all baseball. It's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. And Andy Cowley also right now is Golf Bravo 100 BBC. Very good, mate. That's good. Celebrating the 100th anniversary of the BBC. That's great. Thanks for letting us know that. Absolutely. Daniel, Yankee fans in New England, we call them day walkers up here. Oh no, here it comes. Here it comes. Michael from Baldwin Park, California. Los Angeles hosts in the Super Bowl this year. What is happening on the radio bands on that Sunday, Larry? Super Bowl's coming up, man. I don't know. I do the contest the week of, so yeah, I'm not sure what's coming. I know that the field day is coming next week, and that's a big contest for wintertime. That's always a big one. Yeah. And yeah, down in Florida, a lot of NASCAR stuff going on. February 6th, as well as most of the year. A lot of NASCAR folks to the south. Kevin Z, thank you so much for coming. A great comment here. This is about how to improve radio. Kevin says, I think it's about time for Yason to upgrade the color screen for replacement of the FT891 and a bigger screen like the ICOM. That's a nice comment. That's a nice kind of way to upgrade what they already have to make it better and more beautiful to use. Kevin, thank you. It's a nice comment. I like that. That's a good one. Yep. Tom, this is Tom's sense of humor. Kookaburras sound like a new FSK mode. No! Yep, pretty much. Okay. Folks, did you know that this year is the last year of the World Radio and Television Handbook? No kidding. After 76 years, this is the last one. Now, there are people in the radio hobby that really believe that this book will become a collectible. Okay. I'm still waiting for mine. I ordered mine like 3 weeks ago. And it wasn't because I knew it was over. It's just that I wanted to get it back to replace the 2021 one that I lost. But if you want to get a very special book, this is it. It is, because if you want to know about shortwave, medium wave, FM, television, this book has it from A to Z worldwide. The World Radio Television Handbook. If you've thought about ordering it, now is the time, because they only make a certain amount of them and the demand has been huge. I mean, for me, it was a month out to get this thing. So please, this is the final year of publishing. They started in 1946. Yeah, the World Radio TV Handbook. If you want one, get one. It'll be worth it, because you know what? You'll always know, wherever you're at in the world, what you're listening to. Today's topic question: what do you wish radios could do better? What's something you think they should do better? Let me know in the comments section, and we will let you know what people say. Let's get into trivia questions. First one: the call sign Romeo 5 Charlie Charlie belongs to whom? Is it A, Romania, B, Russia, C, Rwanda, or D, this is not a valid call sign anywhere? Okay, call sign Romeo 5 Charlie Charlie. Is it A, Romania, B, Russia, C, Rwanda, or D, it's not really a valid call sign? Let me know with A, B, C, or D, and we will let you know who wins it this day. Right now, the world is really way ahead. I'm almost I don't even want to tell you. It's 75 to 55 currently, the world. Yep. A, B, C, or D. All right. Romeo 5 Charlie Charlie. First one in, Mike from the beautiful city of Jacksonville. Just gorgeous, right there on the Atlantic, close to Neptune Beach. Answers was C, Rwanda. No, Mike, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. Do I know why they will no longer publish the TV? Yeah. The reason why is because the cost of publishing and the amount of them that they send out. They've got a digital version of it online, and it's cheaper because they don't have to go through the printing and all the money that costs to do that. So that's why, William. Yeah, that's why they did it. Andy with A, Romania. Nope, not Romania. William in Jacksonville. C, nope. Will Myers out of the beautiful state of Wisconsin. Kilo Alpha 8, Golf India Mike says B, Russia, and he is correct. Well done. Yep. Yeah, Romeo 5 Charlie Charlie is a Russian call, okay? Let's go through them in order, okay? Romania, okay, would be, as we know, because we have Nikolai here, right?
Yankee Oscar to Yankee Romeo. So Yankee Oscar to Yankee Romeo would be Romania. Okay, if you're in Rwanda, call sign there is 9 X-ray. You can see Rwanda is kind of over on the eastern part, the central part of Africa. So if you ever hear a 9 X-ray, that's coming from Rwanda. Russia is split up into 2 areas, call-wise. Okay, they have Russian European section, which would be Union Alpha 1, 3, 4, 6, Romeo Alpha, then through Romeo Zulu. So that's why this one works. Asiatic Russia is Union Alpha through Union India 8, 9, or Romeo Alpha through Romeo Zulu. So they kind of share a little bit of the European Russian prefixes there. So that's why the answer is the way it is. Yep, it's Russia. Romeo 5, Charlie, Charlie. Congratulations to Will. Yep. Martin had also in the Netherlands, so did Steve in the UK. Robert Varner, welcome back. Happy Friday to you. He had D. Gunter had B. Kevin had D. And Lewis from Heber City, Utah is back. Hi, Lewis. Kilo 7 Alpha Alpha Golf. Or did you change it? You might have changed it. I don't know. Maybe. Could have. Yep. That's great. William, I spelled B wrong again. No! It's okay. William, I've been doing pretty good with my guesses the last few days. I think I will buy a lottery ticket tonight. You have to, because you came in first too the last 2 days. Plus you're killing on the trivia. Seriously, man. We share the remember, we got a deal. We share the money, right? All right. Let's get to your second trivia question too. Here it is. Wireless telegraphy via induction was first developed and demonstrated by whom? Was it A, James Clerk Maxwell, B, Heinrich Hertz, C, Samuel F.B. Morse, or D, Guglielmo Marconi? Who was the first to develop and demonstrate wireless telegraphy? A, James Clerk Maxwell, B, Heinrich Hertz, C, Samuel F.B. Morse, or D, Guglielmo Marconi? A, B, C, or D. We'll let you know who gets this answer correct, and we will move on from there. Mike from Jacksonville, first one in Kilo Delta 2, Sierra X-ray Delta, all the way in Jacksonville, said B, Heinrich Hertz. Nope, it is not Heinrich Hertz. Kevin from the UK said D, Guglielmo Marconi was the one who invented all this, put together, and he got it correct. Kev, well done. Yep. Yes, it is. It is, and then just the poor North America. Well, okay. 85-60 now, the world takes the lead. Yes, it was Guglielmo Marconi. In fact, the story, over several years, starting in 1894, the Italian inventor Marconi worked on adapting his newly discovered phenomenon of radio waves to communication, turning what was essentially a laboratory experiment up to that point into a useful communication system, building the first radio telegraphy system using all of that together. That's Guglielmo Marconi right there. Pioneer in radio. We owe him a lot. We really do. Yep. We truly do. Also answering that question, Mike had D, Andy had B, Cliff had A, William had D, William Myers up in Wisconsin had B, Ron Wolichowski, welcome back. His call sign November 8, Whiskey Charlie Romeo. Thanks for coming, Ron. It's nice to have you. Robert Varner had C, Steve had D, Gunter in Germany had C, Paul Smith, welcome back. It's nice to have you. He had B. And Michael, only wrong answers, LOL. It's okay. It's all right. All right. We're going to celebrate a few people on the channel. They sent me videos, and I like what they did. And really, I want to start this with antennas. Okay, we need to kind of move along because the show is already, wow, an hour. Okay, my, how time flies. Huh? Okay. Antennas are the most important part of your shack. Period. The end. Show finished. Stop. Seriously. I don't care what radio you have. Don't upgrade radios if your antenna is crummy. Okay, let your radio have a chance. You've got to put a good antenna up. You really do. Here's a great example of how much of a difference an antenna can make. Now, surely it's different on receive, but transmit's the same thing. Okay, if you're going to put a great antenna for transmit, you're going to do much better on transmit. Let's take a look. This was kindly sent to me by Kevin, Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo in Iowa, from the CQ Calling Show yesterday that was beamed to North America on 93.95 kilohertz.
tuners and what they really do, plus the importance of feedline too. From the four winds of the world, welcome back. This is CQ calling.
This is on the whip antenna, and that's on a 2,400-foot long wire. Because this is so big and important, let's go again. This is the whip, and you're going to hear it flip to the long wire. Listen.
Talked about antenna tuners and what they really do, plus the importance of feedline too. From the
That's
four
the
winds
whip.
of the world, welcome back. This is CQ calling.
Look at that. That's the difference.
Great song by Jackson Brown to start the show. Wherever you are around the world, welcome to the show. Hello, everybody. My name's Larry. My call sign in ham radios, Kilo 7 Hotel November. It's an honor to spend some time with you today here on WRMI. If you're like me and you started DX a long time ago, for me it was 1970.
Good idea, right? There you go. All right,
Hello,
so that
everybody.
is Kevin. I want to thank him. Kilo Zero, Kilo Lima Bravo for putting together a wonderful video for me. Thank you very much. Yep, and it's a good example of why antennas, why I mentioned the radio upgrade I would like to see is a BNC connector on a shortwave radio. If they put them back on shortwave radios, we could hear better because you could make a better antenna work. Whether you don't have the land, Kevin's blessed because he has a farm, right? So he can put up long wires and beverages and all that stuff. But many of us don't have that space. I'm one of you, okay? So a loop antenna. Man, hooking up a Welbrook to a shortwave antenna because there's a BNC and I can hook it right in would be wonderful. So that's the difference between using quality antenna versus just simply a whip on a radio. Now, let's take a look at Tom. Tom's using a whip. This is kind of flipped, okay? We started with a whip on the Texan TS2000, and now we're going to go, Texan 2000, but we're going to move over now to Tom in Bahrain. He's in 42-kilometer winds, just howling everywhere, and he's using the MFJ 1979 antenna. This is an antenna that's about 37 feet long, has 10 sections, okay? They all go up and down, and then you adjust them for height depending on the wavelength. When it's fully extended, it works about 20 meters. Going down, it'll work 17, a little more, it works 15, a little more, it works 12, and so forth. Tom has called all over the world with it, including North Korea. Let's take a look yesterday at Tom, what it was like out in the desert with this antenna and how it held up to the most incredible winds you ever can imagine.
Maybe hard to tell.
You can't even hear Tom speak.
Now, but it have like 50 kilometers. Of course.
You can't hear a word.
One of the guys is a bit strained, but that's okay. Yeah, you can't see the city at the moment, but it has cleared up a bit since when we first came out here.
So I know there's a lot of wind. I won't play the rest of it, but that's how crazy it was. And that antenna is guyed down maybe about 4 or 5 feet up, but it stood up. And that's the point. It's like $80 plus shipping. You could work daytime bands, put a loading coil on it. Now you're working 40, you could work 80, you could work 160 possibly. But the point is, it's durable and it works. It's worked him the world. So if you have an antenna, you're messing around, you just can't get things to work, a great starter antenna. It sounds stupid, but you can work daytime bands simply with that antenna. You really can. MFJ 1979, and it's durable as heck. So think of it like the old truck antennas. I always say that because it's like that, really is. But it's easy to use. Use the trailer hitch mount with it. Then take a piece of rebar, a bent piece, so you have it like this and goes down. Hook it up to the piece that comes out, and then tie it down really well. Hook up your SO239, adjust for wavelength, and make calls. Literally, and he only uses 85 watts with that thing. So MFJ 1979, a terrible windstorm. That's a great starter antenna if you're looking for one. All right, what if you have a wire? We've done some QRP stuff this week, and we'll finish the show with QRP, and then we'll get your comments, I promise. One of the things that Kevin is really blessed with is he does have a lot of land, so he can put a lot of wire out there. For QRP, people who love to see people making calls, here's Kevin making a 1-watt call quite a ways, but keep in mind it's only 1 watt.
CQ from Iowa, looking for a signal report from anybody, anywhere, calling CQ and standing by.
Kilo X-ray 4, Yankee, Quebec.
Kilo X-ray 4 Yankee Quebec QSL.
QSL. Yeah, I got a real small copy on you. Real small, about a 1x1 in Virginia. Handle is Clyde. Charlie Lima Yankee Delta Echo. Over.
Roger, the 1.
Okay, before I go further, I want this, you got to hear this dude, how excited he gets when Kevin tells him he's working QRP. Listen to his voice when he finds out.
111 Clyde, I appreciate it. Virginia, you're a 5353 Iowa QSL.
QSL on the 5-3 in Iowa. Yes, sir. I understand you're running QRP. How many watts? Over.
Roger, QRP 1 watt, 1 watt. Over.
Did you say 1 watt?
Roger. 1 watt. Over.
Great day. Well, you're doing a great job with 1 watt. 1 watt. What is your antenna? Over.
I'm running a 350-foot long sloper, end fed that's tied up to a silo that's 70 feet high. Over.
Roger. Doing a great job. Hey, I'm just running an end fed wire antenna. It's about 131 feet long and configured inverted V. The rig here is IC7300, just 100 watts. Over.
Roger, you're doing a good job. You got nice audio, nice sound into Iowa tonight. Over.
Roger. What's your handle?
Name is Kevin, Kilo Echo Victor, India, November, QSL.
QSL there, Kevin. Well, you're doing a good job at 1 watt there. What's your rig? What kind of rig there? Over.
Yeah, I've got a ICOM 7300, and I got it set for 1%. Over.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, I'm going to try that one day. I'm going to try that QRP there. Yeah, I know a lot of them are using, I can't think of that name of that rig. I know it's a Chinese radio. I talked to a gentleman the other day on one. It's a 90, something like that. But anyway, he had it cranked way down, but I think he was running 5 watts there. Over.
Roger. A Zygu G90, and if you got a minute, you want to drop her to 10 watts on your rig now, go ahead and I'll listen for you. Over.
All right, I'll give it a try.
All right, I'm listening. You are just a 5.5 right now, signal with an S5, then go ahead and transmit when you're ready. Over.
Okay, 5 watts. 5 watts. Over.
All right, I copy your 5 watts. 5 watts, you're about an S2. Over. Okay, I copy the 1 watt. You're just above my noise, and you just bounced my needle up a little bit, but I did hear you at 1 watt. Over. You're in my noise. I'm not able to pull you out now. Over. Maybe bring it back up to 5 again. Over. Roger, I hear the 5 just right at the edge of my noise floor. Just right at the edge, but I just catch a little bit of your audio there. Over.
Okay, we're going to try 8 watts. Here's 8 watts. Over.
Roger, you're 8 watts.
All right, so he did 8 watts, and everything worked out great, and he made the call, right? But he started with only 1 watt. Kevin, thank you. I'd love to play the whole video, but I'm going to be late for a medical appointment if I go much longer. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the video. If you have a video of you working ham or shortwave, send it to me. CB shortwave. Doesn't matter. CB, ham, shortwave, medium wave DX, whatever it might be, please email it to me. It's cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. We'll make sure and play it, all right? Folks, I'm going to close the show because it's a little bit of a long close. I hope it stays on YouTube. I hope that MLB and the Dodgers allow it to stay. It is a wonderfully put together final broadcast from the legendary Vin Scully from the LA Dodgers. Before we go, I want to remind you to please get yourself an amateur radio. Contact someone like the American Radio Relay League at www.arrl.org. Hit the Contact Us bar. They'll help find a club near you. You contact the radio club, then they'll help you get your license. www.arrl.org. Thanks for watching today. It's been my honor and privilege to be with you. Please remember tomorrow, very special show with William Desjardins, Whiskey 1 Zulu Yankee at 20 UTC. Going to learn how to build phased array vertical antennas. Please join us. It's 8 p.m. London, 9 Western Europe, 10 Eastern Europe. If you're in Australia, 7 a.m. in the East. Here in North America, 3 p.m. East and noon Pacific. Folks, thanks for watching. My name's Larry. My call sign's Kilo 7 Hotel November. Don't monetize this here shindig. I do it to give back. Thanks for watching, everybody, from around the world. God bless you and goodbye.
Many years ago, a little red-headed boy was walking home from school, passing a Chinese laundry, and stopped to see the score of a World Series game posted in the window. The Yankees beat the Giants 18-4 on October the 2nd, 1936. Well, the boy's reaction was pity for the Giants, and he became a rabid Giants fan from that day forward, until the joyous moment when he was hired to broadcast Brooklyn Dodger games in 1950. Ironically, October the 2nd, 2016 will mark my final broadcast of a Giants-Dodger game, and it will be exactly 80 years to the day since that little boy fell in love with baseball. God has been very generous to that little boy, allowing him to fulfill a dream of becoming a broadcaster and to live it for 67 years. Since 1958, you and I have really grown up together through the good times and the bad. The transistor radio is what bound us together. By the way, were you at the Coliseum when we sang Happy Birthday to an umpire? Were you among the crowd that groaned at one of my puns? Or did you kindly laugh at one of my little jokes? Did I put you to sleep with the transistor radio tucked under your pillow? You know, you were simply always there for me. I've always felt that I needed you more than you needed me, and that holds true to this very day. I've been privileged to share in your passion and love for this great game. My family means everything to me, and I'll now be able to share life's experiences with them. My wife Sandy, our children Kevin, Todd, Aaron, Kelly, and Catherine, along with our entire family, will join me in sharing God's blessings of that precious gift of time. You folks have truly been the wind beneath my wings, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me on this incredible journey of 67 years of broadcasting Dodger baseball. You know, friends, so many people have wished me congratulations on a 67-year career in baseball, and they've wished me a wonderful retirement with my family. And now, all I can do is tell you what I wish for you. May God give you for every storm a rainbow, for every tear a smile, for every care a promise, and a blessing in each trial. For every problem life seems a faithful friend to share, for every sigh a sweet song, and an answer for each prayer. You and I have been friends for a long time, but I know in my heart that I've always needed you more than you've ever needed me. And I'll miss our time together more than I can say. But you know what? There will be a new day and eventually a new year. And when the upcoming winter gives way to spring, rest assured, once again, it will be time for Dodger baseball. So this is Vin Scully wishing you a very pleasant good afternoon wherever you may be.
And outside the visitors' broadcast built room inside the Giants Stadium, there's a plaque on the wall. It said, "In this room, Vin Scully announced his final game." Wherever you may be, everybody, God bless you. Thanks for watching Ham Radio Live. Goodbye.